If retiring in Switzerland is your goal, whether that is at 65, 60, or even 40, there are 3 things you need to do this year. Not next year, okay? And not when you feel ready, this year. Because in Switzerland, retirement is not something you figure out the week before you stop working, and it is something you build systematically years in advance. Hey, it's Charlene, an ex-J.P. Morgan professional, 10 plus years in banking and investing, and this is the channel where I share my banking and investing experience with you all for free. Like and subscribe for more content like this. Why 2026 specifically? It is a very good question. Because the decisions you make right now, which canton you live in, how you structure your pension, how your portfolio is invested, compound over time, just like your money. A decision made in 2026 looks very, very different in 10 years than a decision made in 2030. And for expats specifically, many of whom do not know how long they will stay in Switzerland. So every year you delay is the year of Swiss tax savings, pension contributions, and compound growth you cannot get back. So let's get into it. Number 1, optimize all 3 pillars of your Swiss pension. Switzerland's pension system is genuinely one of the best in the world, but only if you actually use it properly. So most beginners know it exists, very few are optimizing it. And here is the quick refresher. So pillar 1, AHV. So the state pension, and you and your employer contribute automatically every single month. And when you retire, you receive actually a monthly state pension, but it's very modest. So maximum, I would say around 2,400 something per person in 2026 if you worked the entire of your life. Not enough to live comfortably in Zurich, for example, and not even close, right? So pillar 1 is your foundation, now to your retirement plan. Pillar 2, BVG. So your occupational pension contributed by you and your employer monthly as well. And this is where a significantly chunk of your retirement money. What people don't do, but should, is check their Pillar 2 statement every single year. So how much is it there? What is the projected payout? And what is the conversion rate your fund uses? And these numbers matter enormously. And most people have no idea what they are. Log in, check, now. And now let's talk about Pillar 3A, so your private pension. And this is the one you control entirely. For example, in 2026, you can contribute up to 7,258 per year, and that is around 600 per month. So every single franc you contribute is deducted from your taxable income. So for someone in Zurich who earns over, let's say, 100K, the tax saving alone can be 2,000 or 3,000 per year. And it compounds. So if you're not maxing your Pillar 3A in 2026, the Swiss tax office is quietly celebrating. So don't make them happy. So one advanced move for 2026. So if you haven't already, open a second Pillar 3A account. Why? Because when you withdraw, each account is taxed separately. So one large account, it means tax at a higher rate. 2 or 3 smaller accounts withdrawn in different years significantly lower total tax. You can think of it like splitting a restaurant bill. Everyone pays less, except here, you are outsmarting the tax office. So for example, FinPension and VIA are some popular choices, low-cost digital option worth looking at. But to be honest, for expats in Switzerland, we probably just moved here a few years ago, right? And the traditional pension system, Pillar 1, 2, 3, it doesn't design for people like us. So seriously? So never count on them for retirement. For example, especially if you only worked here for a few years. Now let's talk about the second important thing you need to do. So let's have a quick pause here. So if you want a clear framework for pulling all of this together, your pillars, your investments, your goals, I actually have a free investment guide and a free webinar built specifically for expats and professionals in Switzerland. You can find all the link below. Grab it and come back. Okay, step number 2. Build, review, and optimize your investment portfolio. Your pension pillars are essential, my friend, but they alone will not get most people to a comfortable early retirement or just retirement. You need an investment portfolio working alongside them. And in 2026, with market volatility, global uncertainties, and interest rates shifting, and this is exactly the year to make sure your portfolio is actually built for your life, not just something you set up 3 years ago and haven't looked at since. And here are 3 things to review right now. 1. Are you actually invested or just saving? It's really the first thing you need to know. A lot of people open an investment account, transfer money in, and leave it sitting just in cash. What's the point, right? That is not investing. That is an expensive savings account. Leaving your money in cash while inflation quietly eats is like buying a Ferrari and only parking it in the garage. If your money is sitting idle, move it into a diversified portfolio built around your life. Second, is your portfolio aligned with your retirement timeline? For example, a 29-year-old with 30 years to retirement shouldn't invest the same way as a 55-year-old with 10 years to go, right? If you're young, lean to growth, more equities, more time to ride out volatility. And if you're closer to retirement, think about protection, more stability, and more income generating assets. So your portfolio should reflect where you are in life, not where someone else is. And are you investing consistently? The single most powerful thing you can do in 2026 is set up an automatic monthly investment. Pick an amount, set it up, forget it. Let it run every month regardless of what the market is doing. And this is one of the most effective and most underrated strategies for long-term investors. You don't need to time the market. You just need to stay in it. Now let's talk about step number 3. Plan your exit strategy. So here is the thing most people never do. They invest, they save, they contribute to the pillars, but they never sit down and ask the most important question. At what point exactly does my money work for me instead of me working for it? And that question has a mathematical answer. And in 2026, you need to know yours. And there are a few steps you can follow to plan your exit strategy. So step number 1, calculate your retirement number. How much do you need per month to live comfortably in retirement? Let's say 5,500 francs per month, and that is 66,000 per year. Now apply the 4% rule. So the 4% rule basically says if you withdraw only 4% of your portfolio per year, your money lasts forever. Why? Because a well-invested portfolio historically grows around 7% per year or 7 to 8% per year. You withdraw 4%, the remaining 3% keeps compounding. So your wealth stays indefinitely. So the formula is annual expenses multiplied by 25 is your retirement number. So we just use the number 66,000, we did the calculation, right? 66,000 multiplied by 25. So we have 1,650,000. So for example, that could be your target. Not a guess, not a vague, I want to be rich. It is a specific number with a specific formula behind it. And step number 2, know where you stand today. So once you have your target, you need to know your starting point. Add up everything, your investment portfolio, your Pillar 3A balance, your Pillar 2 projected payout, any other things. What is the gap between where you are and your retirement number? The gap tells you exactly how hard your money needs to work from here. Step number 3, my friends, make your money work harder than you do. And this is the mindset shift that changes everything. Most people work hard, save a little, and hope for the best. The people who actually retire early treat their investment portfolio like a second job, one that never calls in sick, never asks for a raise, never needs a holiday. It just compounds quietly every single month. And the goal is very simple. Build a portfolio large enough that the annual returns, the 7% per year, covers your entire living expenses. At that point, you're financially free. Your salary becomes optional. Your alarm clock becomes optional. And your Monday morning meetings become very optional too. So that is the exit strategy. So not quitting tomorrow, not winning the lottery, building systematically, month by month, until the portfolio does the work, so you don't have to. So let's have a quick recap. So 2 things to do right now in 2026. First, calculate your number. Sit down this week, work out your monthly retirement expenses, multiply by 12 and then by 25. Write it down. Put it somewhere you see it every day. Because a retirement plan without a number is just a wish. Second, check your timeline. Given that you currently have invested and what you can add each month, when do you actually hit your number? If the answer is further away than you like, that is not a reason to panic. That's a reason to adjust. Invest more, reduce unnecessary expenses, let compound growth do its work. And the earlier you know your timeline, the earlier you can influence it. Okay, my friends, now let's bring everything together. So 3 things you do before you plan to retire in Switzerland. Thing 1, optimize all the 3 pillars. Max your pillar 3A, open a second account, check your pillar 2 statement. Number 2, review your investment portfolio. Make sure it's actually invested. Make sure it matches your timeline. Make sure it matches your goals. Make sure it runs automatically every single month. Thing number 3, plan your exit strategy. Calculate your retirement number. Know your gap. Make your money work harder than you do. None of these are complicated, my friends, but all of them require making a decision and following through. Most people won't, and the ones who do are the ones who retire on their own terms. My friends, here is your next step. If you want help turning these 3 things into a concrete personal plan, we have a free investment guide. It summarizes the 5 steps to build your investment strategy in Switzerland. And we also have a free investment webinar where I walk you through the full framework with real examples built for expats and professionals living here. So both links are below, no pressure, no jargon, so no procrastinating, my friends. I will see you inside.